Hello and welcome back to another housing video for Final Fantasy XIV with me, Meoni. Today we're looking at the Enigma partition, which is a brand new partition added in patch 6.25. Specifically, this partition is all the rave because of its mechanical engineering prowess, as we can show you in just a moment. This particular recipe is a level 90 basic smithing recipe using 5 chondrite ingots, 4 bismuth ingots, 3 star quartz and 3 Thrygian gold ingots. Not particularly difficult then if you're aware of where these materials come from and how to make them. Not too difficult. The most annoying thing is probably the star quartz, but really not that bad. Just 2805 as usual, craftsmanship recommended, nothing specialist required. Quite simple to make. Sell price is quite high at the moment, over 70k per partition. So if you can get these mats or farm them yourself, you can make 70,000 gil profit per one, at least on my server, in the current market. So this is what those items say. I've bought 2 of them today. It says, a partition devised by the Illuminati, replete with whirlycogs. So this is very well known and popularized. It's taken me a while to get to the housing stuff because of the patches being so massive, full of content, but it's very well received because not only is the furnishing dyeable, but look at the quality of this item. So on this item, if we rotate this into the light, we have all manner of animations associated with it. Let's try to zoom out a little bit more. It's very difficult in fact, it's very, very difficult inside the apartment to kind of fit it in here. I think you'll agree. We might have to relocate. Let's do that. Let's relocate to our FC house instead. Okay, then let's try that again in our FC's large estate, because honestly, I couldn't zoom out for the life of me. I should have known better. So this is what the particular item looks like as we zoom out. Let's move this a little bit further this way, and then we should get, there we go. That's the angle I was looking for. So this will give you a good demonstration as I clip through there of what this item looks like. So we've got all of these cogs like spinning around from the top all the way to the bottom. With the lower light conditions, we've got these bulbs and lanterns sort of lit up inside all these panels. Look, there's steam coming off of sections of the pipe. Presumably there's like some fluid going through those pipes or something. There's like a temperature meter that's going backwards and forwards. Oh, I absolutely love this. It is like the perfect steampunk sort of addition to your house. You'll notice that it's not identical either side as well. So you get a choice of different types of cogs depending on which side you rotate this, right? It's slightly different. Slightly different. I mean, it looks like it's mirrored on either side, but it depends on how you want things to look, right? It's really, really nice. Really nice. These thick, almost bulkhead styled walls here. Very cool. Very cool stuff. And of course, if you had a bunch of these, it's going to look really cool. If you wanted to create like an interior of a spaceship or something, or some kind of mechanical area, I don't know. My brain is dry with suggestions for what you could make with this, but look, if you know, make yourself sort of cordoned off with these things, you get that real feeling of like some kind of mechanical device. The way that they slot together like that on a 90-degree angle is probably not the best. Like it's going to be very difficult for you to line those up without making a gap if you want to make a curve. So the only thing I can suggest is just using this as like a flat wall, and then using other partitions perhaps, sort of like exposing the steampunk sort of stuff amongst other partitions. But they do seamlessly connect together here. Look, that's quite nice actually. I can't really tell the seam too much, maybe a little bit over there. But yeah, it almost looks like some doors, doesn't it? I'm kind of hoping that they would put a partition like this in the game in the future that actually just slides open, sort of thing. Have like a steampunk mechanical door that opens up. Very cool stuff. I do like the texture they've gone for as well. Very nice. So let's look at some furnishing colors on this. It's probably best if I stand over here, isn't it? Right, so the way that it dies. So that's the normal color. We're going to die the one on the left. So in a lighter color, you really get the accentuations of that metal, right? So it dies so incredibly well. We've got the brass original, but with the silver, which is obviously just from a snow white dye, by the way, a really cheap snow white dye, you're really getting the accentuation of all those extra details that was missed due to the sort of like rust color, like the reds from the house and the you know, obviously the valves, let's call them. Very cool stuff. I really like this. Let's just pass through here so we can get a nice shot of that. So in a darker color, obviously everything is going to be dyed apart from the individual sort of like rings that are connecting each section of pipe together, as well as the valves and bits and pieces like that. This is one of the nicest items I've seen added to the game for like creating a role-play environment. It doesn't matter what color you dye this, it's going to look fantastic. Like the red's going to look great. You could make all sorts of things. I'm thinking Final Fantasy VI when I'm looking at some of this. Sort of like all of the colorations. Make like a, I don't know, you'd make like the Mana Fortress or something from Final Fantasy, from Secret of Mana, which might as well be a Final Fantasy game anyway. Look at that. Oh, that's so good, the green. I love the way that this thing takes on colors. That's fantastic, especially the darker sort of, or slightly dark. Ooh, look at that. More bold green. Fantastic. Yeah, this is giving me all kinds of ideas for room designs. Now, all we need to do is see a wall type like this. So like a wall, you know, remodeling of an interior wall. Flooring, ceilings, and then maybe a mechanical sort of light fitting. And then we're good. And then we need like mechanical furniture and we're good. So mixing and matching some of this stuff with veneer furnishings is probably going to be the best thing to do for the time being. I love the way that the little bulb is blinking occasionally, signifying that it's not a complete circuit all the time, or it's not perfect. Very cool stuff. I do like the Alexander and Illuminati connections that they've decided to go for the tooltip. Yeah, more stuff like this, please. Fantastic work. Anyway, let me know what you think about these items. Personally, I think they are fantastic. Let me know if you've used these. If you've created a steampunk house, leave your server and where your house is located, your plot. I would love to go and have a look at that. Please do. All right, much love, and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.